There's a moment when her eyes find yours, and across the room, across the noise, across everything. Just 1 second. But that single second feels eternal. You feel it. That hollow in your stomach, that sudden pull, that invisible force calling you closer. Your mind starts whispering, go talk to her, say something. Prove you're worth her attention. You straighten your posture, adjust your tone, rehearse invisible lines in your head, and step forward. You think you're moving toward her, but in truth, you're already moving away from yourself. Most men never notice that. They chase, they try, they perform, they seek approval, and in that very act, they lose the essence of what made them powerful in the first place. But there's another way. A method so precise, so effective that even Machiavelli himself chose not to reveal it publicly. Hidden between the lines of history lies the key to unshakable attraction, a principle that turns ordinary desire into gravitational pull. Because here's the truth no one tells you. He who chases becomes subordinate, he who attracts becomes dominant. Think of gravity, the silent law that governs everything in existence. The sun doesn't chase the planets. It simply is. Massive, radiant, self-contained, and everything else moves toward it. That's the energy you're about to create within yourself. Step by step, we're going to build the invisible force that draws everything and everyone toward you. Let's start with the unseen mistake, the one made by 97% of men. It hides inside every attempt to impress, every anxious laugh, every message sent too soon. It's the unspoken energy that says, you are more valuable than me. You don't say it out loud, and you transmit it subconsciously through your tone, your eyes, your timing, your posture. Women don't decode words, they decode energy, and your energy never lies. The ordinary man lives in pursuit, adjusting his behavior, changing his rhythm, dressing to impress, shaping himself to fit the expectations of others. He gets temporary attention, but never deep desire. The strategic man does the opposite. He never performs value, he radiates it. He doesn't chase attention. Attention chases him. When you chase, you activate the scarcity signal buried deep inside the female brain. You tell her, without words, that you're missing something, and evolution has programmed her to sense that instantly. You can fake confidence, but you can't fake energy, and energy is what she's truly responding to. So, let's correct the core error. Real attraction isn't built by effort, it's revealed by removing effort. Presence, purpose, and peace, those are the silent currencies of desire. Imagine you're in a meeting, she's there, the air feels charged. You notice her glancing toward you. The average man begins to perform, speaking louder, trying harder, constantly checking if she's watching. But you remain grounded in your mission. You listen, contribute, move with quiet certainty. Your focus never wavers because your value doesn't depend on her reaction. And then, it happens. She starts looking for reasons to be near you. She asks questions she could have asked anyone else. She begins orbiting your gravity. Why? Because you've created the void. A space so calm, so centered, so self-contained that it becomes magnetic. Now picture a party. Dim lights, soft music, and the energy of possibility in the air. You notice her again. The ordinary man plots his approach, overthinks every move, and eventually forces an interaction built on nervous energy. You instead exist in your own world, laughing, present, authentic. You talk to others naturally, enjoy the moment fully, and without realizing it, she starts drifting closer. She seeks what you don't give away: attention, presence, validation. That's the paradox of magnetism. The less you seek, the more you attract. This pattern repeats everywhere, and even online. You text her, she replies, and suddenly you're hooked. You start checking her messages, reacting to every story, overanalyzing every emoji. Slowly, your energy begins to orbit hers. But the man of abundance doesn't orbit. He doesn't wait for a reply because he's too busy living. His time, attention, and energy are sacred. When he responds, it's real, deliberate, grounded, never rushed. And that's exactly why she starts reaching out more, replying faster, investing deeper. She's not responding to words, she's responding to frequency. But there are traps you must avoid, 3 deadly ones. First, never mistake confidence for coldness. Pretending not to care is still caring, just inverted. Real indifference comes from fullness, not faking detachment. Second, never use this energy to get revenge or prove a point. Attraction born from bitterness turns poisonous fast. Heal first, then radiate. Third, never use results as validation. If your self-worth rises and falls with her attention, you've returned to the same prison, just with different walls. Remember, magnetism is not a performance. It's a byproduct of wholeness. You don't chase gravity, you become it. And to embody it fully, there's one foundational practice, the art of total presence. It's the secret weapon that anchors your energy and silences the noise. Here's how it works. When you're with her, be completely there. Not in the future, not in outcomes, not in mental scripts, just here, now. Notice the sensations in your body, your breath, your heartbeat, your stillness. Hold eye contact, not to dominate, not to impress, but to exist. Listen to what she's actually saying, not what you're waiting to reply. When she asks, "What are you looking for right now?" you don't answer from need, you answer from truth. I'm focused on building something meaningful. If our paths align naturally, beautiful. If not, that's okay too. That's what presence sounds like. Unattached, calm, certain. It's not a script. It's a state. And when you live in that state, everything changes, because attraction is not something you do, it's something you allow. The ordinary man fills silence with effort. The magnetic man fills silence with energy. The ordinary man tries to be interesting. The magnetic man is interested in life, in purpose, in the moment. And when he finally meets her, she feels something she can't explain. A pull stronger than words, deeper than logic. Because it's not what he said, it's who he is. That's the power of the magnetic void. It doesn't make you louder, it makes you inevitable. So stop performing, stop proving, stop chasing. You are not meant to orbit around desire. You are meant to become its center. The moment you let go of pursuit, attraction begins its return journey and straight toward you, unforced, unfaked, unstoppable.